Welcome, and my name is KB, if you are not familiar with me, and I'm so happy you're here. I realize it's a little bit harder after a break and after the time change. So I think it's much better to sit on something, and you can tell if your knees, when you sit, are above your hips, then you would benefit greatly from sitting on a blanket, towel, or a hard pillow. So inhale nice and tall. Exhale, soften the shoulders. And these first few minutes, we just transition into being completely present, right here, right now. And my favorite way to do that is to just focus in on the breath and pay attention. At the same time, we connect to whatever we're sitting on with our hips, and we reach up tall with every inhalation through the crown of the head. And then as we soften through the exhalation, we let the shoulders come down and slightly back. I have to share that I really emphasize this because we're over our devices and computers so much that this counteracts that. But I have a student from Vietnam this semester, and he doesn't like it at all that I make him sit up straight for our beginning and end. And he grew up in a very militaristic school, I guess, and he had to sit up straight all day long. And so for him, it brings back bad memories, and he likes to just relax a little more. So this is just my recommendation. So we do what we need to focus and relax. And my recommendations for posture are simply because most of us need to open our heart and strengthen our back. Open our heart, I mean by our chest. I invite you to close your eyes. Notice your breath, what happens as you inhale. Notice what happens as you exhale. Think inhaling tall, exhaling ground, connecting to whatever you're sitting on, connecting to the earth. And for the next 4 breaths, let's inhale whatever it is we're inhaling, what's comfortable for us. Exhale longer. So if you inhale 4, exhale 6 or 7. If you inhale 2, exhale 3 or 4. One more breath. Let's continue to focus on the breath as we begin our movement. So we'll just turn our head over to the left. Notice how it feels. And come back through to center and over to the right. Again, noticing how it feels. And side to side. back and forth, staying out of a pain zone. So only go as far as is comfortable for your neck. All right, coming back to neutral. And now we'll go to the left, noticing what you feel. So pay attention to what you feel. And now extend your hand out. Does it change it? Take your hand behind. Does it change it? Trying to keep both shoulders down. And release the arm and then up to the other side. Noticing what you feel. Maybe comparing it to the other side. And now taking your arm out, but keeping the shoulder down. And now perhaps going behind. Focusing on what you're feeling. Just a reminder to not allow pain. Don't go that far. And come back up. Good. All right, let's roll the shoulders back. So, big back shoulder rolls. All right, stop and come forward. Notice the difference. So this whole time together, we're paying attention to our body. We're paying attention to our breath. All right, we're going to go back again, but we'll go with the left shoulder first and then the right. So it's almost as if we were backstroking and we're rotating on the midline, which of course is our spine. So we're starting to add in gentle rotation. Reverse. And then this is more like American crawl or freestyle. Try to sit up nice and tall as we do this. Good. And now relax. Breathe, shoulders down. And just feel. All right, hands come apart. Inhale, tall. Reach up, 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 up. Try to bring your palms together. And now we'll just keep our elbows up. And then the fingertips go down towards the neck. Perhaps you can't get them all the way down. That's fine. Now lift up with your chin, keeping your elbows squeezing in. Perhaps your biceps get closer to your ears and feel the stretch. Now just a little bit of movement here, maybe a little baby swaying, keeping your head up, opening through those tight triceps. All right, release it. Look up, release your hands and look down. Shoulders down, and now take your hands, they're clasped. I'll show you a side view. They're clasped, and if this is difficult, then that's why we have a little washcloth or our strap, and you hold on to that. So chin down. So now look up, keeping the hands back, opening the heart, and look down. Now, always using caution, especially when we look up with the neck. And come back to neutral, release the hands. Inhaling nice and tall, exhaling, rotating to one side. One hand in back, supporting you, lifting up tall and gazing in the direction you want to go. Remember, we're not leaning back on the hand, just a little bit of support. And release, come back to center. Inhale, tall. Exhale, rotate. Back hand just supports, crown of the head tall, rotating, looking in the direction that you want your torso to twist. And gently release. Good. Let's make our way to all fours. Our quadruped position. You can always put a blanket or a folded towel on your knees if necessary. Let's inhale, opening up. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, extending up. Opening the heart and exhaling. Thinking about your entire spine, the crown of your head, all the way to your tailbone. Good. Coming back to neutral. And I'll face you again for this. Now we'll take our left hand and we're going to open up the torso and look to the left and then bring that left elbow towards the right wrist. And then open up again. This is for thoracic movement or T-spine. So we're doing this 3 times. And now we're going to open up, reach, reach, reach. Exhale down under. So thread the needle. Connect to the ground. This can be passive or this can be active. Passive is I just lay here and enjoy it. Or if I want it to be active, I press with my right palm of my hand and the back of my left arm into the rotation to deepen it. Either way, maintain your breath. Deep, complete breath. Feel your belly expand. And we'll bring it back up. Go back to the side view. Now we'll go with the opposite hand, whatever you didn't do before, open up. And come down, find your wrist. Open up. And now we're flexing forward. Opening up, pushing against the ground. This is the last time. Now open up, stretch your arms. So this is a stretch through the front body as we contract through the back body. Pressing with the arm, reaching with the top arm. Inhale, exhale, come all the way down, thread the needle. Connect your head to the floor, rotate your head. Choose whether you stay passive here and enjoy, or whether you're going to press against the ground to make it more active. And remember, if you had a block or a pillow and your head didn't comfortably reach the ground, you could put it underneath. You want to have your head connect. All right. Come back up. Find your quadruped. We'll walk out into our kneeling plank, or you may go into full plank, of course. Inhaling, we're going to do 3 push-ups. Exhaling down, elbows go back. Inhale, exhale, push up, trying to keep your belly in. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, exhale, push up. We'll shift back, stretching through the low back. So this is child's pose. Knees can be together or apart. So Thursday, I want you to have like a beach towel or a bath towel rolled up. And we're going to put it under our knees for child's pose. So just a little reminder for Thursday. Relax your head. Remember, you can always put your fist under your forehead if you do not reach the ground with your forehead, or your block, or your pillow, or two fists. Now find your breath. All right, we're going to extend the hands out more, come up, and now we'll slowly go down into the prone position. All right, so hands come back, and now we'll open up into Cobra with no hands, reaching back, keeping your neck in neutral so I'm not looking up as high as I can go. Reaching back with the hands, draw the shoulder blades together. And release. Sometimes forehead on the ground is hard with glasses on. So we're going to do this again, and we'll have the option to lift one leg. So here we go. Inhale up, activating your lower back. Now reach with your fingertips towards the floor, keeping your neck in neutral. Find your breath. And then if you wish, bringing one leg up. Not very high, but just activating the leg, the low back, as well as the upper back. Breathing. Inhale and release it down. Forehead to the floor. You can bend the knees. Windshield wiper. Your feet side to side. And you can always turn your head to one side or the other. We're going to do that again with the other leg. The leg is optional, or you can do just the leg and not the upper body. Listen to your body. No pain is allowed. Here we go. Inhale. Now, as you exhale, lift up, reach back, contracting through the low back. Now squeeze the shoulder blades together, involving the upper back. Now bring the other leg if you wish. Breathe. Deep, complete breath, belly expanding against the floor. Inhale. Exhale down. All right. So I'm going to bring my hands under my forehead, bend my knees again, and once again, windshield wiper to release the muscles in the low back. One last time, option to use both legs. Extend. Do what's best for you. All right. Inhale, lifting upper body, gazing into neutral position so I'm not cranking my head back. Reaching my hands back, squeezing the shoulder blades, and option to lift both legs just a little. This is not necessary. You do you. No pain, just lots of fierce strength. Breathing. One more breath. And release the legs, release the arms. All right, so I'm going to extend my left arm out. My right arm is bent. And I'm going to open up, bringing my right hip up and bringing this leg back. So my right leg, my right foot dangle back, opening through the hip flexor, opening through the left shoulder. Breathe, bring it back. Left arm comes in, bends, Right arm extends out. All right, so now I'm going to start to rotate, lifting my left hip up and my left leg. Wow, there's a big difference on this side compared to my first side, which is pretty normal. So opening through the hips, working through the back, opening up through the shoulder. Deep, complete breath. Releasing the leg. Bringing the hand back. All right, here we go. We're going to push up. Engage your belly. Engage your belly. So that means pull the navel in to support your low back. We're trying to come up as a unit rather than upper, lower. So that's your homework to work on that. This time, knees apart a lot. So you want to nestle your belly between your thighs, walk your hands out. And remember, you can put your fist or your block underneath your forehead. Now maybe shift your hips side to side. We'll lift up. And now I'm going to walk my hands over to the left side. Walk the fingertips out. Look so that I really find that extension. And now descend your torso down. Relax over the thigh. Again, use your outside hand or your fist for your forehead if you're going to do that. And now press your hips in the opposite direction as an option, just to enhance the stretch. Lift the head. We'll walk over. Same thing, other side. Before you go down, walk your fingertips out and descend down. Use your outside fist if you're going to use a fist. Option to press your hips away in the opposite direction. Keep breathing. All right, release, bringing your hands to the front. And now we're going to shift our hips to the side and come into that 90-90 position, like this. So 90-90, and I'm going to rotate over. So my knees are going to the left, so I'm going to lift up to the left, reaching up, over, extending, and then laying down. So we focus mostly on the back. And now we're going to get a little bit into the hips. So you have an option here to take this back leg and instead of keeping it 90, to extend it to deepen your pigeon. So this, we're doing the 90-90 as an option to pigeon. Breathe. And bring your hands under. Good. Hands come back, and we just rotate to the other side. So you're facing your right thigh or your outside thigh. Lift up tall and extend over. Keep breathing. Focus on what you're feeling. You have the option to extend that leg out and then shift your hips square. Whichever is best for you. Pigeon doesn't feel good for everybody. All right, so we're going to shift back on that hip. Gently bring yourself down. We are on our back. Down here. Big stretch. Inhale. Exhale, draw both knees in. Lower back stretch. Remember, you always can hold under the knees on the hamstrings if this bothers your knees in any way, pressing. And now let's just rock gently side to side. Most people, this is a nice massage for their low back. If this doesn't feel good for you, just hold it stationary. All right, arms come out in a T, and we'll gently let both knees go over to one side. You can take your pillow or blanket or block and put it between your thighs or under your bottom thigh or under your feet. Once you're set and comfortable, you can turn your head in the opposite direction. Bring your head back to neutral. Bring your knees up. Center, inhale. Exhale to the opposite side. Spinal twist or supine twist. So do what you need to do to get comfortable here so you can relax into the rotation. And then you're welcome to turn your head. Bringing your head back to neutral. And knees back to center. Make your way to your seated posture. And help yourself up. Find your breath. All right, let's smile together. I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.